So I'm in my noisy kitchen right now, so hopefully you can hear me. I'm trying to do a little project here, trying to make some nice little decorations for my home. Uh, this vase has vexed me to no end. Now, I don't know what I had in this thing that has gotten it so gloomy and cloudy. I had some type of plant or flower in it, but I mean, it sat for a really long time. And then when I emptied it and rinsed it out, it just kind of sat for a couple of years, actually. And I did wash it with hot soap and water before I just let it sit. But this, I don't know why I cannot get this cloudy um, film, I guess you can call it, out of here. Now, I've tried everything. I've tried hot soapy water. I've tried boiling water. I've tried alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Now, I have not tried mineral spirits and what is the stuff called? Acetane, like fingernail polish. Um, I just don't want to try anything too harsh or chemical with a lot of toxins or chemicals, okay? As the least amount of exposure I get to those type things, the better. So, uh, I've tried everything, but still I want to use this because it's very special to me. Me and my sons, years ago, when my eldest was um, in his last year of homeschooling, we did a project with these, and I'm very sentimental. So I don't like getting rid of things that really has sentimental value to it. And so that's why I want to keep the vases, okay, for as long as I can. Um, uh, so having said that, I want to utilize them, but I want it to be nice and um, attractive, and not look like this. So I had two ideas. One was to fill it with water, with colored water, like, maybe some food coloring and just maybe put some rocks in the bottom or whatever. But that's what I did to this one, and I wanted them to have, contrasting uh, effects to their presentation. So this one already has the little glass jewels or gems, I would call them. Um, and I plan to put water in this one and put either a floating candle or a flower floating on top of the water. So that's an idea for that one. But this one, I think I'm going to use some sand. So I decided that I wanted to put some black sand. I found some beautiful black sand. And, just like this little picture right here, this advertisement on the package here, it has black and white sand together. So I want to get that yin and yang going on. I use white sand for another project, so I think it would be nice for this one. So anyway, let me do that, and then I will come back and show you how it looks. Okay. Um, this is what I have worked on for the last hour. Uh, and trust me, it's not that grandiose so that it should have taken an hour, but that's just how I am. If something's not right, I have to get it to where I want it. I'm open up the window a little bit so that you can see. Now, um, this is the one that I had trouble with. Now, I know it didn't have that sort of galaxy in a glass effect, and it kind of did not turn out the way I wanted it to. But it's not as bad as it was. I can utilize it and still say, okay, I can live with that. So I wanted the black and white to be contrast, and that's exactly what happened. It's a contrast. It's not quite as I don't know, alluring as I had wished it to be, but I think I'm going to work with it. It does bring that yin and yang, and as you can see, when on one side, if something is doing something on one side, it has to replicate it on the other side, or I will go crazy. So, as you can see, I had the vase with sand. Um, Black and white sand contrast there, and a little flower that, oh my goodness, years ago, about 10 years ago, um, I had done some decorating for events, and I had some red flowers and I needed purple flowers, so I spray painted it purple and put some glitter on it. So these are some very old flowers. um, but I placed the flower just kind of, so to speak, floating at the top, if you will, of the vase. Okay, now over here, here's my vase that's filled with glass gems. And I just put water, just tap water, and I put another flower there that's kind of just floating at the top. Um, it's not floating in the water, it's just stuck, of course, just resting on the top of the open of the mouth of the jar, or of the vase, I should say. Okay, and here's my beautiful selenite crystal, castle crystal. I love my crystals. And here is my beautiful sand crystal. I think that's the proper word. It skips my mind right now, but um, oh, what is? Oh, yes, desert rose. Thank you. But it does look like sand. I'm gonna open up the window again. Okay. So there's my desert rose crystal. These crystals are very, very important to me. I do work with crystals for self-healing. Um, and so this is a candle that I've had for years. Um, Beautiful candle holder with the gems, beautiful marble gems on it. So that kind of goes in with the, I should have saved some of those marbles out and put them at the top here. So I might just do that. And of course, my beautiful frame that someone gave me, and we won't get into that story, but I love the plaque, even though the friendship did not last. I do love the plaque, and I remember the good times. Okay. Um, and I put a couple of flowers at the base here just to kind of bring the middle out. The crystals are on top of, that's right, um, this is a ashtray. I do not smoke. I used to smoke a long time ago as a teen, but broke the habit as a teen and never tried to pick up on it again, thankfully. And so I use ashtrays for displays. They're beautiful, crystal displays. And there's another. Now, I don't think this is an ashtray. I think it's just like one of those little jewel boxes. Um, but I could not find the top to it. I think I just purchased it the way it was. And so I like to use those for displays. And this is actually a heart display. I'm trying to, my window open here so you can see the heart display. Isn't that pretty? And you could, you know, store things inside of it. But I turn them upside down and put crystals on top. And that works out perfectly for me. Now I do want to capture that desert road on the rose on the other side because it is gorgeous. See that? So this is my little presentation of home decor. Home decor is a craft and an art. So I didn't want to raise the I could put a few flowers up on the candle. And I might just do that because it looks a little lonely, but I didn't want to put it too high and have too much going on because I want the plaque to be seen. And yes, I know I have what people is claimed to be undesirable, 70s, ugly, 60s, 70s wood paneling. But you know what? This is my house, and this is the house we were able to purchase, and it's a blessing to me and my family. And, I thought about covering it, painting over it and all that stuff. But you know what? I like the wood look. I love the wood look. I really do. And I think just adding some more greenery, lifting it up a little bit with pictures and lighter contrasting things will really bring the beauty out in it. And that's my opinion. Um, so I know others probably don't feel the same way, but I work with what I have, and I do love my paneling, my wood paneling. So anyway, guys, this is just a little presentation, and we will see you again. I am back again, and I just wanted to show you the update. I had to update it a little bit. I had to spruce it up a little bit. Um, It was fine the way it is, but look at it now. Despite my wood paneling, and you know what? I'm not going to put my wood paneling down. To me, it's Afrocentric, and that's what I love. And so, but I wanted to bring you back to the display in that what I done differently, or what I did differently, is I put a few flowers up at the candle. If you can see that, and I just have one flower down here at the base of the wire candle holder. And then I just put a few greenery, just some leaves that I had, and extra, the two roses on each side of the crystals, sort of like to accompany the crystals a little bit there. So I really like that a lot better. And as you can see, I put more flowers in the vase. And this time it's just not, floating at the mouth of the vase. It is actually the stems are sticking inside. And that's okay for me. I like that. It makes it look more like a real flower. So yes, my friends. Look what I have done in just a few minutes. I looked at it, I said, something else, something else, something else. And also, I was telling you about the plaque and how there is a story behind, the broken friendship uh, from the person that gave me the plaque. Well, the flowers represent that too. These were used along with in reference to, the friendship that we had together and whatnot. And that, that happens. Friends come and go, as they say. And so, as you can see, something that was bitter and, was broken, it can still be represented in a positive light. It's sort of like taking that lemon and making lemonade type thing. And so that's what we have here. And I think it is very, very beautiful. What do you think? So there's a little light to shine on it.